Glad to have you with us from Seattle. A perfect evening for college football where they're chanting, "Go Huskies," and it's reverberating across all of the boats on Lake Washington as this purple-clad crowd is ready to get another season of Husky football started. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Washington sends out the punt team. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The give to the back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so we can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Locke. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. You do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run the counter. Runs through a tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Gets it out fast. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Leonard. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Gets open down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job on the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
Yeah, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
They'll ride the hot hand. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Rodgers. Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end.
Small game, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat seeking this.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fix can slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let it go. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebridge, one of the all-time great names of college football history? Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
This is a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
And he's running in the open. The 10. Touchdown, Washington. And once he got loose, it was all over. On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, Dave.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Getting some heat. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Bust through behind his pad. They'll immediately call timeout. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Off play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even...
He gets it in! Touchdown, Huskies!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Corner's going to give them room. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on...
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Easy. Black 24.
The play action fake. Throw to the end zone, picked off. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Offense set on first down. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Finds the tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Rodgers. He's right on target. Bounced off his feet. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
trying to pound it in. And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. You saw a great example of it with that running back.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab on the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
And the ball is picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instinct.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Timeout called here. It's the first one they've used this half. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. The option look. The pitch. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Looking for a man. It's Rodgers. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Washington 36, Notre Dame 19.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. He wants to pass it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Collins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 45 on his way. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that. If you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 25. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. On the move, it's Leonard. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.